The tide had just receded, revealing his presence. Look at the size of his shell. His shell appears too fragile. I gently crushed it for him. He must have been injured earlier. This seems to be a case of calcium deficiency. His shell is unusually thin. There are many people searching for scales around here. Just grab a shovel and push it down gently. This one, sometimes it's tricky. After the waves wash away the traces, it's hard to know which one belongs where. This shell doesn't fit the head. What's the deal with this head? Look at this one. It's about the size of my hand. I'm also enjoying these flower clams. Look at how he devours such a big clam. He hasn't finished yet. Look at him in the tide. He's too close to the shore. You can see the trail. The wave will wash it all away. It's gone, just like that. Let's leave it here. When I arrived, all the seabirds flew away. Look at him now. He's been pecked by seabirds. This leg is almost broken. This octopus is incredibly lucky. He met me. I wonder why there are so many seabirds around this area. It seems we had dinner right here. We ate this octopus. If this dragon beard vegetable is exposed to the sun, it will turn white. But the color hasn't changed at all. It prefers to grow on these ropes. Once harvested, the rope will start to regrow over time. It's quite magical, really. If it has a rope, it can grow back. This won't be blown away easily. The waves keep coming in. It feels a bit raw here. This head is massive. This kelp is in perfect condition. He doesn't want to go ashore. Look at this kelp. It was cut off right here. Such a length. I think it's longer than both of mine combined. It stretches several meters long. It took a little longer to grow, and then it broke. It should be eaten before it's too late. Has the sun been shining? If exposed to the sun, the flowers will become brittle. This piece of kelp could feed you for several meals. It weighs several kilograms. This breathing hole is perfect for moisture absorption. This is something I just discovered recently. At first, I thought it was a moon quilt, but after digging it out, I realized it wasn't. This one hides even deeper. Look here. The back grip is relatively shallow. This is what it means to be alive. This back is so beautifully adorned, more magical than the moon itself. It's quite large in size. There used to be a breathing hole just like this on this beach. The moon is hidden behind it. Recently, this back has become even more prominent. During low tide, this area is most abundant. Swimming crabs are the most common sight, just like this one. Look, I didn't even have time to catch this one. This one's too small. This one too. It's this big. This one isn't large either. But it's still okay. Let this one go. This larger one is definitely edible. Now these two female crabs are also very plump. They've grown to this size. With this tide, you can easily find them. They're about the size of my palm. For the most part, they're still alive. Can you see this breathing hole? When this seafood crawls, it tends to adopt this shape. It looks like this guy. But why is he in this position when he moves? Large seafood like this can be eaten. This breathing hole is shaped like a standard 8-leaf clover. It provides support. I spotted him, on this side. He's not very large. The sand here is softer, making it much easier to find them. That's all for today. This little guy doesn't even want to run away. Just a small rat sperm test. Its nostrils are so tiny. This one's too small. Let's find his original hole. I'll return him to it. I'm not familiar with this hole. It's blocked and too tiny, so I'll have to release him. If this inflated, it would be a crab. Oh wait, it's a toad. At first, I thought it was a crab. On this beach, as long as the drum's opened, there's something inside. This turtle is real. It must have produced offspring. Ink covers its body. It's still alive. It's too cold for it. Let it go. It's not too big. It's resting in this spot. It tried to climb in but couldn't. This octopus, it's okay to eat fish that are a bit fatter. If it loses weight, give it to him. The warehouse looks like this. This is basically the development line. It's about to break through. This one's a bit smaller. No one's interested in this small one. I don't like it either. If it were a bit bigger, it'd be edible. Look at all the ink. This pit's still empty. Not fully in yet. Its brain's still sticking out. It's spitting out tons of ink. I've got ink all over me now. This flower crab. Is it alive? The head is pretty big.